and welcome back to Manc Pod. This week we've got a few different subjects that we're going to be covering. What have we been up to recently? Gracey's back from Ireland. Woo! So we finally get a face back in the studio.
Yeah, so happy to be back.
How have you been?
Yeah, good. I feel like I'm still on this like mad train of just busyness. I feel like I've not had a second to just stop.
Yeah.
I have literally got 17 unread messages in my WhatsApp. Got voice notes coming out my ears.
Yeah.
I've got social media like Instagram. What else do I use? TikTok messages, and I'm like, when do I get back to these? I thought I was going to come back.
Yeah.
And
it calmed down a little bit.
Down.
Yeah.
But work's still going.
Yeah.
There's so much to clear up, and then obviously because we're going to Barbados this week.
Yeah.
I kind of want everything to be in a really good place. I want the house to be great. It's Jamie's birthday at the weekend, so I'm trying to make sure that he feels all special stuff. Anyway, we can get into this.
Coming at you at speed.
Coming at you in speed. Yeah. But I'm so glad to be back.
Yeah, it's so nice to have you back. I feel like I lost my right arm for like a whole month.
That is exactly how it
And I saw you the first weekend that you were there. Like, she was 3 days in and we went to Ireland. I went to Ireland to visit.
I know, but I'm so glad we got that in.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Me too. So I went to Wales this weekend.
Yes, you did. That looked gorgeous.
Oh, it is amazing. So one of my best friends, Charlie, she lives in Wales. And when we were in school, her dream was to live in Wales and have a big farm. Just enough for the animals, because she rescues animals, because she's a vet. And I love nothing more than just seeing someone do well. Like, I feel like it makes me so happy when I go and visit her to see how happy she is and her mum is and all the animals that she's rescued. It's just gorgeous. And I feel like the minute you get there, you just breathe. Like, it's like a whole other world. Yeah. It's just so remote. It's absolutely beautiful. It's like just past Bangor. She's got horses, she's got pigs, she's got chickens, she's got ducks, she's got rabbits, you name it, she's got it. So yeah, it was unexpected actually, because I had a course on the Saturday that I had to finish, and I thought, and I was messaging her and I was like, how are you? We were in a chat and she was like, do you want to come and stay? And I was like, yeah, I do actually. And I only went to go for one night and I ended up staying for two. But we took, because you got these horses are only 2 years old, so they're really young. So we're still getting them used to like desensitising them, like, you know, we do with a puppy. Yeah. Like when you take them near a road to get them used to cars and things like that. So they're still a little bit frightened of things. So we just have to be really, really careful. So we took them on a little slow walk at the weekend.
That's so cute.
And it was just views for days, and the sunset was gorgeous. I'll do a little video and we'll upload it.
Because she lives, and you can see the sea from her house, can't you?
From her bedroom, kitchen, veranda, yes, you can see. It's literally like you don't know where the sea ends and then the sky starts. But unless it's sunset, the sunsets are like a lilac, pink, orange. They're so rich.
I am obsessed, because how rare is it for you to have a dream when you're in primary school, let's say 6 years old? I want to live on a farm one day and I want to have
everyone
all the
says
animals.
it, don't they?
Everyone says it. When I was 6, I wanted to be a pop star. Also when I was 12 and 15 and 25 and now 32, still want to be a pop star. The reality is...
Manifest that shit.
I mean, manifest that shit. But the reality is, that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
You
know, we're cool with it. Yeah. But the fact that she's gone, I want to do this. Yeah. And now she's 30 and doing it. It's just gorgeous.
It's all she ever wanted to do, It's all she ever wanted to do. She just wanted to make animals better, basically. And it just makes me so happy. Honestly, my face the whole weekend was like...
beaming.
Because they were both like...
Yeah, that's so nice. Because she does so much with animals anyway, doesn't she? So
yes.
To then go home and to be able to
look after hers. I think it's more a case because they're all rescues. Like, for example, like she had chickens given to her because after 2 years they tend to send them off to the
slaughter.
Yeah, unfortunately.
To make Nando's.
Yeah, unfortunately. So she saves them all, but like these girls are like, we call them the girls, the ladies, the pink ladies. They're like 4 years old, some of them, and I'm thinking, and they're still laying eggs everywhere. They lay them all over the farm.
Really?
So like I was sorting out the horses at the weekend, putting like hay in their little barrels and stuff and getting everything ready for them. And there was chickens just at my feet, just laying eggs randomly everywhere.
Amazing.
Because they're so happy. I know.
That how you make
Doesn't
eggs?
that melt your heart? Yeah, you can tell a happy chicken because they lay eggs.
No way.
Yeah, and sometimes they sit on the other eggs, like other chickens' eggs, because they think that they're going to hatch and they're not going to hatch.
Oh, why are they not going to hatch?
They're too old.
Oh, right, so all eggs that they produce are edible
Just
eggs?
pure eggs, yeah. So I've got like loads of duck and chicken eggs at mine now.
Oh my god.
I know, took a whole tray.
Yes.
Girl, you could start a business with this, but you need all certifications and stuff.
Dear.
So friends and family is fine, but obviously selling them is another kettle of fish. But yeah,
no way, that is crazy.
I know.
Do chickens just produce eggs like throughout the day and then just plop them, or like how does an egg get produced, made?
Well, they just lay it in a little nest. Yeah.
But do they not have to, have the day?
No.
Do they not?
No.
So they're just producing constant eggs?
Well, you can only have... They're not fertilised. You can't have a chick if you don't have a male...
Yeah.
With a cockerel, whatever.
Yeah.
So if they're not mating, then you can't have baby chicks. So every egg is edible. So unless they're mated, they can't lay eggs. So it's like us having a period, I guess. We have eggs, don't we?
Yes, I suppose we do. Do they lay them every single day?
Yes. And like by the tens.
Honestly. I'm surprised that chickens aren't bigger because they're just so full of eggs. And eggs aren't small, are they? They're like this big.
No.
So if they're, plopping out 10, 20 eggs a day.
Honestly, there was like 6 in a nest. And I was like, oh, how long have they been there since yesterday? She won't come off the nest to let them. No. We have to like shimmy her off to bed.
Oh.
So we sort of like scoop them up and take them to bed.
She needs to have more parties on this farm because
honestly,
and we could literally do
it's the most wholesome thing ever. But to be fair, she lives there because she doesn't like living in the city centre because she doesn't like people. So the count of visitors is very low. But I love it. It just felt it was like really relaxing and exactly what I needed. Oh, and she has a swimming pool, so we went for a swim.
Gorgeous. Yeah. Because you had the wedding the weekend before.
I know, yeah.
And there was so much going on around that, obviously, because it's just
I made no plans.
Yeah, so to then be able to go off and have a friend that then lives on a farm in the middle of nowhere, it's perfect.
It was.
I mean, just going to Charlie's house is a retreat.
It was.
Great.
And that's exactly what it was. I literally was meant to go there. I just wanted to go for the day just to see her, to see her and her mum and see how they were getting on, and then ended up staying, and actually it was the best weekend. But yeah, it's like polar opposites. I've got the best of both worlds.
Perfect.
Loving life.
Love that for you. Love that for Charlie. Well done, Charlie, for living your dream. But we've got loads more to talk about. So obviously I came back from Dublin. That was all wonderful.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to Barbados this weekend, which is going to be really exciting. I feel so unprepared for it.
I was going to say, are you ready?
No, I'm so unprepared. I've managed to pack. I don't actually know what's in my suitcase though.
Does it matter? Just chuck a load of bikinis in there. It's going to be so hot.
And this is what I keep thinking.
Cover up, sandals, something for the night, maybe something light so that you're not too hot.
Yeah, I mean, I've not been to the Caribbean before.
It's going to be hot.
Yeah.
If it's hot air, it's going to be hot.
Yeah, exactly. So, sometimes when you go to places like Portugal, you have to pack for the heat, but then in the evenings it can get quite chilly, so you've got to pack a few cardies.
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be the case in Barbados. So I've just packed as many thin things as I've got in my wardrobe.
Take a little cardigan just in case.
Yeah, do you think?
Yeah.
But
you're gonna go on the plane anyway. It'll be chilly.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. But you get nice blankets, don't you, on a plane? So doing that, but yeah, I just think. Listen, I've been on holiday before, so I've got stuff in my wardrobe.
Yeah.
But normally before a holiday, like
do like a big haul, don't you?
You do a haul.
Yeah.
So as you all know, we're going to Ibiza in I think it's about 6 weeks now. And the chat has been going on about Ibiza for about 12 months.
I am not prepared for Ibiza at all. Like I will be doing a last minute shop because I'm not doing it. I refuse to do it currently.
Stop it.
I refuse. I'm going to wait until I get about 2 weeks out and just do a big sweep.
Yeah.
Because we're literally there for 4 days.
Literally.
So I don't need to... I've probably got everything I need, but I still don't have a haul.
You do. I think it's because when you do a girls' holiday, you want to make sure you're feeling as sass as everyone else. But
confident.
What I will say is I've had the same conversation with about 4 girls in our group about being summer body ready.
Yeah.
So, as we know, every actual body is summer body ready. Doesn't matter whether you feel it or not.
Bikini on, you good to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel like, obviously, as we've had some beautiful weather over the last couple of months, and we've spoke about it quite a lot, but because I've had this same conversation, I feel like it's a good one to talk about again. Just where to get some good costumes from, how to feel your best summer body self.
Yeah.
Because we all want to get this summer body, and we all go into summer with these good intentions of getting to the gym, making sure we're doing our steps, eating well. But the reality is, life is a lot, and maybe we're not going to get to where we want to be. So how do we?
I think this winter's been
there?
hard. I think it has been hard, and people have took a lot longer to come out of their holes than previously.
Yeah.
I definitely have. I'm still not ready, and I'm normally not top of my game, but I'm normally maintained at a reasonable level, and then I sort of tighten up as and when things happen. But I completely let go for the past 6 months, and I think it's been a good thing. I've been able to focus on other things instead, as opposed to just fitness and health and eating well, blah blah blah. Because it is a lot on top of working and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think I think a good outfit makes you feel instantly better. So I think if you put something on that's sexy and you feel sexy in it, boom, good to go.
I completely agree. I think that's what we need to focus on, girlies.
Yeah.
We need to start looking at where we can buy nice things
Swimwear.
to suit our bods as they are now. Because
I love a cosy though.
Same.
I love a full costume.
Same.
I think there's nothing cuter than a full costume with a gorgeous sarong. Yeah, loads of jewellery, dress it up and put like cute little sandals or wedges on with it.
I agree. So where do we get them from? Because
yeah,
I think there's definitely a website that I really like. I've not bought anything off them yet, but I absolutely will for Ibiza. It's Coco Boo Loves.
Oh yes.
I've sent them to you. I've sent them to a few of the girls. Might actually tag them in a post because I love every single piece of clothing that they make.
I love the way she styles it though, because the girl that owns it styles it, and she's got the best style.
So
just really cool.
Really, really cool.
Yeah.
And totally,
floaty, not clingy stuff. It's good.
Perfect for Ibiza. And you'll get some pretty
bright.
Bright, but you'll get some pretty unique pieces because they are a smaller business.
Yeah.
So I think that is a really good place to look, girls, if you are looking for, something a bit unique.
Tons of bikinis, but they're all independent companies. So I will get a list together and then I'll send them over to you so you can post and link.
Definitely, and I promise I will post them because
they're really good fits.
Yes, like I've said, I've had the same conversation with a few girls, and the conversation is, I'm feeling really insecure. The conversation is, I'm feeling really insecure about the way I look ahead of Ibiza.
Yeah.
And it's mad because literally half the girls going to Ibiza.
Well, I feel like we're all in the same.
We're all in exactly
we all
the
look
same
the same. We all are the same.
Yeah. So, but this is the thing. Everyone individually is so worried because they're so worried that everyone else is going to look amazing and they're not. But then everyone else is worried the same thing.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
everyone is anxious about it.
Everyone's anxious about it.
And this is the thing with girls' holidays. Like, we put ourselves into such pressure. Once we're there, I'm telling you now, the minute we get to that airport and we get a bev, we will not care.
We won't give.
But I think it's the lead up to it, isn't it? That it's always like pressure.
Yeah.
And everyone's asking what people are going to be packing and stuff. And I know I'll pull something out the bag. I just don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah. But I think it's because everyone knows how everyone looks on other trips that we've been on and daily.
Yeah.
And they're so like, oh, but I want to have a smaller waist, I want to have a bigger bum, I want to look more like this and more like that. But we've just got to dress at our bodies because we're not each other, we're ourselves. And my style is different to your style, that's different to that style.
Yeah.
And so just go out, get yourself a banging outfit that you like. It doesn't matter.
Feel sexy in.
It doesn't matter whether it's, just because I might wear a full-on sparkle bodysuit because that's what I love, doesn't mean that you would want that and you would even suit that. You might look like a giant disco ball and look terrible in that.
That would be me. Terrible.
No, you'd look
I'd be doing break dancing on the dance floor looking like a disco ball, honestly.
But do you know what I mean? Like, and also I honestly think even if you just got yourself a black bikini or a black swimsuit.
A black swimsuit is staple wardrobe. I think a black swimsuit with a bright coloured sarong spot. I think it's all about the accessories and how you dress it.
Definitely. Get on that gold or silver, get on that pop of colour, get yourself a good red lipstick, do your hair, do your face.
Sexy.
Guaranteed you're going to feel great.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. I honestly, even go to Primark and get yourself a black swimsuit.
Literally.
It doesn't matter. Dress it up. You're going to feel great.
Yeah.
I think that's very important. Also, ASOS.
ASOS is so good. Like, I got pretty much a majority of my swimsuits from ASOS, the full body ones.
Yeah.
Although I did go to Primark and I did get a couple of different ones from there because they do like the crinkle ones.
Yeah, they look good.
Which are quite nice, quite flattering because they don't show too many lumps and bumps just because of the because they have got like quite a bit of a texture to them. But yeah, no, really good.
Yeah, love that. I decided that I didn't want to, as you'll probably all remember, that I want to spend a bit of money on things rather than just always doing Shein, Primark, come in, wearing it once and then
throwing away.
I thought I want some proper pieces. What did I do at the weekend? Went to Primark, bought loads of shit, spent 200 quid, because my brain doesn't have it in me right now
to reject it,
to be going and looking on all these
Troweling,
different websites to then order one thing for 70 quid.
And there's nothing.
I don't like it.
There is nothing at the moment. I actually had a little bit of a cheeky browse the other day, just thinking, do you know what, if I see something that I like, I'm going to go and get it.
Yeah.
And actually, looking through, there is no summer gear at the moment. Nothing that I like anyway. Everyone's wearing the same outfits.
Yeah.
Everyone's wearing the same stuff because there's just nothing new.
Yeah. So what we're doing, because I had a look on Shein, and again, I'm looking at the same bikinis and swimming costumes that I've looked at for the last 3 years.
I know,
so I'm like, I need you to give me something new.
Yeah.
Like, what is cool at the moment?
I think it's just bland. Everything's just bland.
But also, I think with bikinis, the whole stringy, the less is more, and that's not for me. I cannot do string.
No.
I would have lumps and bumps
floss
coming out
Same.
of every hole.
But how does that cover their none?
Yeah, but
it is literally the size of dental floss. I actually bought a bikini and it was supposed to be like a next to nothing there kind of situation because I thought I'll get a cracking tan with that, and actually, not for me. Because again, it pushed all your bumps to other areas. It just wasn't the one.
I need a full
Whole
coverage
journey.
situ here. My body is not made for bikinis.
Yeah.
It's not made for swimsuits. It's made for winter.
Yeah.
My body.
Mermaid. I bought some stuff years ago, back in the Towie phase, from Mermaid. I think it's called Mermaids on Instagram, and they have really good quality swimwear, but it is quite expensive. So if you're going to wear it, you're going to have to wear it more than once. But they do really like jazzy prints, very Ibiza vibes, and actually that's where I got, you know, that I had a leopard print and pink.
You did bikini.
That I love my dad.
You did.
Marbella.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that was from there.
Maybe I'll have a look.
Yeah.
There's also another website called Cupshe, which probably comes up on Instagram quite a lot, but I've had a few bikinis from there. And for tummy control and for boob control.
Perfect.
So good.
Really?
And really reasonable, yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say they were Ibiza vibes, but you can get a great black one from there.
Just go away with, like, if your partner or whatever.
Exactly, for Barbados, perfect. But,
yeah.
you know, I mean, I've not had a look for a while, maybe they've upped the game with, like, the sass, but also, we have a friend who has her own clothing company, Life O'Reilly.
Yeah, Life O'Reilly, yeah.
She's on TikTok and Instagram. Her clothes are Ibiza.
They're so good.
They are.
Wow, they are sequins, they are bright colours, they are gorgeous.
Yes.
And they're really nice fits as well, because you actually had one for your hen do.
For my hen do.
Yeah.
So she made me like a custom costume for my hen. And it was perfect. It was white, full sequins, peplum, which is what I need because the tum. And it was absolutely perfect. And she'll make it to measure.
Yeah.
So and it really wasn't that expensive. I mean, this was 6 years ago now, but I think it was like 60 quid, 70 quid. So realistically, to have something handmade and delivered, I actually think
good quality.
Yeah, good quality, perfect. I've still got it.
Yeah.
And I really
we'll link it. We'll link it and tag her in Instagram.
Yeah, but definitely, if you've got a bit of time, because you know she's not doing next day delivery because she's literally hand making this stuff.
Yeah, she is.
But definitely,
she's got so much stuff as well. Like, she doesn't just do swimsuits. Obviously, swimsuits are her focus, but she does like event wear, like red carpet, like special birthdays, prom dresses. She does all the fancy event wear as well. So if you haven't already, go and check her out. It's Life O'Reilly on Instagram, and she's got a website, and she also does fancy dress as well. So she does the Halloween stuff.
And she hires stuff out.
Oh yeah,
so
she does.
If you've got like a child who's got prom coming up or something like this, she honestly, she's Liverpool based, so
Liverpool based. She's got a gorgeous shop, but she's also on Instagram and online. So if you need to get in touch with her, you can do.
Yes. If you have anywhere, please let us know where you're shopping for your bikinis and stuff. Because obviously we know our staples: Shein, Boohoo, ASOS,
Pretty Little Thing. We want to stay away from this fast fashion stuff and actually get good quality swimwear, don't we?
Definitely, and it is difficult. You know, M&S always great for things like
that. I love M&S.
Yeah.
M&S are pulling out the bag this year, I must admit. They have got some good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
But again, not necessarily Ibiza.
Yeah.
Great,
gorgeous holiday, family holiday.
Yes.
Family,
yeah, and
not Ibiza.
we know you can dress anything up.
Yeah.
So a gorgeous bikini from M&S, but with a sassy sarong or something.
Cute.
Great. But if you're looking for a bikini
Jazzy.
or Ibiza, it's not the one. I really like trying things on like that because I don't know if it's going to look good, if it's going to fit well.
Yes.
But it's difficult to find places, shops where you can walk in, find a nice bikini and try them on.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Just a bit weird. So, but if you do know anywhere with good quality, preferably some good control.
Separates, I think,
Yeah.
because I'm a smaller bust, but obviously got big hips. So trying to get something that fits the top and fits the bottom, when it's a set, it doesn't necessarily work. So getting 2 separate pieces definitely works.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's where Life O'Reilly would work.
Defo. Skincare, I know we spoke quite a bit about this just in general, but for these hot days,
Yeah.
obviously we want to maintain a glow.
Yeah.
That's not a sweat, do we? I'm rubbish. I am so bad. I basically want to burn for me to tan.
Get a tan. Right.
Yeah. So over the weekend, I haven't done anything with my skin, which is so bad. Don't hate me. But just because I'm trying to get a bit of a base.
Yeah.
But for my skin, I go pink and then I'll tan.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like I need that ahead of Barbados, Ibiza.
Yes. Just sort of ease you
Just
into it.
so then I don't go there and then
make sure you
burn.
put it on when you go there, because the UV rays are next level.
I know. I'm going to take a factor 30. Do we think that's enough?
I would do factor 50 on your face and your feet.
Really?
Face, feet and belly button. Because
Really?
I find that your face, your forehead
Yes.
specifically, your nose,
Yeah.
your feet and around your tummy are the ones that tan the quickest.
Really?
Everything else tans really slow, but they will tan very quick.
Oh.
I think I always go factor 50 at the first day or two, and then I'll rinse off it basically.
Yeah.
And then towards the end of the week, obviously once you're used to it and you know roughly where you're at with stuff, then you're fine. But there's nothing worse than being sunburnt. Let me tell you now, I have witnessed people being sunburnt and it is not fun. It is blistered, you get sunstroke, it's dangerous for the skin, everything. I mean, obviously I'm preaching to the choir over here, but it is people don't take it seriously enough. I mean, if you've got the skin that doesn't burn, then great, like me, because I don't burn. Even when I've got factor five on, like I don't, but I always, even me, start with factor 50, gauge what the weather's like, then bring it down.
Yeah, I mean, you are like an olive goddess. It's not fair.
It's just inherited from my mother. I got it from my mum.
You really did.
But Jamie, though, 100% 50, please.
Jamie, no, have you seen Jamie though? He is brown.
Glowing.
He tans up like a beautiful tree. Like he's like a tree trunk. He goes so brown. Like I was gonna say, bring Pun so I can stand Jamie next to Pun, because I'm not joking.
Close.
He's probably not far off Pun.
Probably. But to be fair, I get really close to Pun when I'm on holiday.
Because you are.
I've not been anywhere. I've literally just been in the garden.
Honestly, it's not fair. Whereas me and all my other pale girlies, as you can see from the blue legs right now, we are white, like so white. So we really need to look after our skin. I'm rubbish, and it's so difficult because I don't want skin damage, but also I do need a bit of a base.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, really? I should be sat under an umbrella, but no, because I do love
just
to tan.
protect the face.
The face, you are right. Here, nose, like say cheeks. For me,
there's nothing worse than a peeling nose.
Oh. I agree. But my tummy, because I literally never get it out. When I get it out, it burns so bad.
Does it?
So bad. And my back, listen, me and one of my girlfriends, we used to go away and we burnt that badly. Like you said, we were covered in blisters. Gosh. We were both in tears throughout the night. So if that is a lesson to anyone, I look like a squishy. You know, a squashy?
Oh my god, yes.
Those sweets that's white and pink. Yeah. Like, you're blessed because you go out into the sun and you just tan all over like a normal, natural person. I go out in the sun and have a red streak here, have a bit of red here, like, why can't I tan natural like you?
I think it's just inherited though, isn't it?
It is inherited, but that's not fair.
I know.
Can we sort that out, please?
Roles reversed. We'll stop. But yeah, I would probably, I wouldn't recommend it, but maybe go on sunbeds it might just do a 6-9 minute just to ease you in.
You're right. Although I'm going to Barbados in 2 days, so I'm not sure.
Not much chance of that happening.
Not much chance.
You go from like bloody Irish sea,
literally,
to like bloody Barbados. It's one extreme to the other.
Oh my god! When I first got to when I first got to Ireland, I think it was 4 degrees. And now we're in 25 degrees, and then I'm going to 35 degrees. So.
And you were worried about taking a coat?
Okay, literally, I know. Oh my god, I need to stop moving.
Yeah.
Literally, I know. It's crazy. It is actually crazy. But here we go, we move. But yeah, for us pale girlies, even for our tan girlies over here, let's look after our skin.
Yeah.
Or at least try to.
I think we want a list of your holiday best buys, where you shop when you go on holiday, what are your absolute essentials, makeup bag essentials, and we'll post about it because we'll see, because there's probably loads of people that have recommendations too, and I'll post a few of mine as well.
Yeah, because we want a hot girl summer. This is what we want.
I told myself this was going to be the hottest hot girl summer of my life.
What are you talking
about? And I am
nowhere
near.
No,
last year was
your hot girl summer. You had abs popping through, and last year needed to be your hot girl
summer. I am mourning
Yeah.
that though now, and I am living in the past, and I feel like I can get that back in no time, but I just can't. I'm just not the same.
Yeah, of course. But just get yourself on your salmon and veg for the next 6 weeks.
I know. Well, everyone's on this bloody Ozempic, aren't they, these days? And I can't do it. I can't do it to myself.
Don't.
I'm sorry, I just can't.
You and needles are not the one.
We are not friends. I just have to look at it and it'll be a no from me.
Yeah.
But
the thing is, we all know, we've spoke about this a million times, we all know we can all do it without the Ozempic, the
100%.
I've
done it 3 times.
Exactly.
3 times, but it's also like I've done it 3 times. I don't want to have to do it again.
Yeah. But the reality is, just having a little helping hand. At the end of the day, what we'll say is,
just fast tracks it.
You still have to do the work.
Oh,
it doesn't just work by magic. It just helps a lot.
Yeah.
So, like when you inject yourself, you just don't need to eat as much because your body is telling you, I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
So, but if you eat 10 Mars bars in a day, it's not going to work because you've still got to be in a calorie deficit. It doesn't mean that you can eat 20 Mars bars a day.
It just gets rid of the food noise, doesn't it?
Of course it does.
Yeah.
So, however, on that note of Ozempic, we've spoke about it loads, but Ozempic face, you sent me a picture of Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato.
I didn't even recognise her.
So, Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato, all these stars that are using it are going like quite gaunt in their cheeks and very hollow. And it's basically getting rid of muscle tissue.
Yeah, protein,
Protein. So you have to eat twice as much protein in your diet in order for you to live a healthy lifestyle alongside Ozempic. So if you are taking Ozempic, I would recommend eating a really high protein diet, eating your veggies, working out, keeping that healthy lifestyle still, even if you're on it, just because it will stop the muscle tissue from disintegrating basically.
Yeah.
So when you're 70, you're not going to have a hunched back and like knobbly knees and hardly be able to pick up a pencil.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like anything, you've just got to look after yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
Everything that you should be doing not on Ozempic, you need to do even more so on it, because you get your hair breaks, so you need to be supplementing it with extra biotin,
vitamins
to make sure that that's not happening. It's difficult.
Listen, there is no win-win solution.
No.
Everything is trial and error. Everything doesn't suit everybody's needs.
Yeah.
I just think like with everybody, all the celebrities having it at the moment, obviously it's great because they're having a quick fix, which is brilliant, and obviously if they're maintaining a healthy lifestyle, they're good, but their cheeks are literally
hollow. Yeah. I mean, have you seen Alison Hammond?
Yeah.
Lizzo? They're all on it. And I think they're really quite open about it as well. They've dropped weight really quick. I'm not sure Alison Hammond is, although I've seen loads of articles where I feel like it's probably that.
Yeah.
Lizzo, she's open about it, dropped loads of weight. The thing is, these people are looking great, and these people, particularly like Alison and Lizzo, I think that it's probably beneficial. They are probably much healthier now in terms of their organs inside.
Less pressure.
Way less pressure than they were previously. However, it's obviously there's a lot of people out there that maybe don't need it. That are going on it, and obviously we've discussed this before. That's the danger, isn't it? And it's also the danger of knowing when to stop.
Yeah.
You know, just because you might be 9 stone and still classed as obese, and in your head you're like, well, I'm obese, so I need to carry on, and actually you're not. It's BMI is such an old school thing.
It is.
But
you get hooked on it, don't you?
You get hooked on it, and I think you get hooked on the fact that you've been losing and losing and losing so consistently that when you come off it, you're like, oh my god, I put on 2 pounds, that's it, I'm just going to put all that weight back on.
Yeah.
So that's why trying to live that healthy lifestyle
is important.
Yeah. But it's difficult, isn't it? But
I mean, when you got Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez like posting on Instagram and they look fantastic, obviously you're going to try it, aren't you?
Have they said that they're on it, or is it just
you can tell?
Yeah,
you
just because they've dropped like that.
Like Demi Lovato, like she went from being a teenager to being a woman. And obviously that, like, she just was a woman. She was curvaceous, she was gorgeous, like, she was just a normal woman.
Yeah.
And then now all of a sudden she's gone back to being, like, really thin again. And it's just like, that doesn't happen overnight. And you can't tell me that she's been like that for however many years, 10 years. And then all of a sudden just decided to lose weight. I mean, she might have done. Yeah. But you can tell in her face, that picture that I sent to you, it's really hollow in her cheeks. Yeah.
I don't know whether I'm coming or going with Demi Lovato. 1 minute she's a they, then she's a she, and then she's a
married
he.
Now.
To what to?
She's married to, I think, a producer.
A male or female or both?
Male.
Oh right, nice.
But I feel like everyone, when they go through those pop star phases, they all experiment.
Oh,
they're all off the heads a little bit because they're not really sure who is the right people to support them and stuff, don't they? Like there's like there's loads of programs about child pop stars and stuff growing up and things like they just don't know who is there in their support network, so they just trust the wrong people.
Especially because these girls, Demi, Miley Cyrus, they all grew up being famous.
Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, Jonas Brothers. Being in the Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
You know, and they were like 5, 6 years old, all coming from those celebrity families that were just, you're going to be famous, you're going to be in the limelight regardless, so we're going to start you early. So they kind of surround themselves with each other, but because they're all going through the same thing, who keeps them grounded? Because none of them are grounded.
And some of the parents will be better than others as well, like in terms of support. Some of them will be pushing them into it, some of them will be like not so much.
Yeah.
So you just got to find the right people. But yeah, I think I think everyone goes off the rails at some point in their life, don't they? And I think that was just theirs. If you're in the limelight, you're going to be, aren't you?
Yeah. It's just crazy. Like
how she grows.
Even in that celebrity world, people meet a fella. They're within 3 months, then they get married, and then 6 days later they get divorced. But like it's crazy in that famous world.
Yeah, I think there's just too many options out there for them. But do you know who I am gutted to see deteriorate? Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes is in She's the Man. She was in oh god, what's that president one? The Mayor's Daughter or something, I can't remember. Amanda Bynes, you will know who she is.
I need to have a Google.
She basically went from a childhood sweetheart and an absolute babe to being like the next female prison bird.
Yeah, oh my god. Oh my actual god. Guys, that is wild.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, please Google it because she has gone from one extreme to the other. She was so beautiful as well. Like she was beautiful, and she was doing her best. She was in Hairspray.
Yes, that's how I know her. Yeah. Listen, she'll get back there. They all do. When you've got that kind of money, you can bring it back. Look at Kerry Katona. Like she is looking
amazing. Snatch.
That.
Yeah, she's definitely had a facelift because she's looking all sorts of good, and she's probably on Ozone.
Probably, but this is what I mean. People can go from looking absolutely awful to in 12 months' time being like, oh my god, who is she?
Kerry looks gorgeous.
Do you know what I saw the other day? Oh my god, what's she called? From Pamela Anderson.
Oh yeah.
Did you see her on the red carpet?
No.
Barefaced.
Oh, she's always barefaced.
Oh my god. And
beautiful.
There was an article and it was saying...
She's always barefaced now. Yeah,
gorgeous.
On every event.
There was a article which basically showed a picture of her back when she was on Baywatch to now, and saying she knows who she is. Back then she knew she was a sex symbol and she made the most of it.
Yeah.
And that was great. And as she's aged, she's just aging so gracefully. I mean, I'm sure again you can when you're that rich.
Google it.
You can... Yeah. You can age as gracefully as you want.
Amazing,
But she looks so natural and beautiful. And I don't know what work she's had.
I feel like she's flipped it. I feel like she's very much like a wholesome housewife now.
Yeah.
But I feel like she does it because it's a sense of empowerment for herself.
She's just, I love that she was this sex symbol, because we look at people like Katie Price, Kim Kardashian, all of them. They are holding on to, I was a young model, like Katie Price was a glamour model, absolute peak of her day.
Yeah.
And she's holding on to that with every inch she can possibly. I think she's had 4 facelifts. Yeah. She's had everything done. And actually, look at Pamela. She has gone from being an icon of sex.
Yeah. She's managed to hold on to her mind.
Yeah.
She's not lost the plot, basically.
Right. Yeah.
I think she was very careful in what moves that she made. And obviously when she had children, I think that helps her grow up quick and stuff. I think some people just grow up quicker than others, and some people are just stuck in the past.
I wonder whether, because she is a bit older than, you know, some of the women we've been talking about. So she definitely did a lot of her growing up in years where social media wasn't such a big thing. Yes. You know, it was, I think Baywatch originally came out on video.
Yeah, it did.
You know.
It did.
And back then, social media just wasn't a thing.
Yeah,
you had maybe a Nokia 3310 back then. No, definitely social media wasn't a thing. Yeah. You know, so she probably...
Well, they had the sex tape, didn't they, with Tommy?
Yeah.
And that got released on the... That was when the internet first became a thing.
Yes.
It got leaked on the internet.
Yeah, and people were selling, like, tapes. DVDs and tapes of that video. Yeah. So to get your hands on that type of thing, whereas now, obviously, a tape can be released anywhere. There's platforms for
literally straight away.
So I wonder whether the fact she grew up without all of that, and then into that, maybe helped her be less consumed by it in the same way that, you know, people like Katie Price, Demi Lovato, you know, just us, you know, we're consumed with it every single day.
I know.
I honestly, I got a new book as a gift from our rap, and it said mindfulness, and I'm like, is that a hint? That needs to be more mindful. But I was reading something yesterday, and it said, like, every now and then just take a day or a few hours to turn your phone off
and just switch off.
Be mindful, because I'm not joking.
We're all guilty of that.
I cannot go half an hour, 10 minutes without looking at my phone and there being notifications. And
I don't look at my phone very often.
My mind.
I must admit, like, I always have my phone nearby, but I don't really check it very often. So sometimes it can be hours before I reply.
I've said this a million times. Hours would be great. I am a 2-second or 2 working weeks reply.
Well, I either reply that day or I don't reply for another 10 days.
Yeah,
and it's not intentional. It's just because, like, I am not joking. I have like 299 WhatsApps in my WhatsApp. And I'm not even exaggerating. I have WhatsApps galore. I have messages galore. I have emails galore. Those are the 3 things. I check if there's anything urgent. I check if there's anything priority, and then I'll leave the rest. And if I haven't messaged you back, just double message me. Yeah. Absolutely no worries.
I am exactly the same. Never take it personally. I'm sorry if I am crap to you, because you deserve better. But there we go. We're only human ones.
Absolutely.
So thanks so much for listening again, guys. Remember to follow us on all the socials, TikTok and Instagram, and head over to Spotify or YouTube to catch your latest steps. There's loads for you to catch up on now. I think this is maybe episode 24 or 25. So we are going strong.
Yeah. Let us know if you want us to cover any topics in the comments, and we will do our best to try and add them in.
Yes. All right then.
No worries. Speak soon.
Bye.